What up guys, it's Mish. We're here today to do our Hoenn evolution for Pokemon Go. With the double XP going on and with the lucky egg, we're going to be getting 4 times the XP for every evolution. So if you saw our video from a couple days ago, we we finished catching Mudkip and was able to evolve all starters to their final evolution. So today we're going to go ahead and just finish that for the first 50 that got released with in early December with the initial Hoenn release. Besides Ralts and Slacking, because one, we don't have enough Slacking candies or Slack Off candies for Slacking, and then we haven't been able to find a Ralts yet. And then even if we did use rare candies, I don't have any Slacking or Slack Offs that has good IVs. So I don't want to evolve one until we have one with good IVs. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a lucky egg and we'll go ahead and get started with the evolution. So we'll drop a lucky egg, and then the first one that we will evolve, we'll actually go by number and evolve them according to their Pokédex number. So we'll drop down all the way down here to Gen 3. We have our Tricos, Torchics. So the first one we'll start off with is Poochyena. And I believe this one that we have here, we actually call it. Let's check the IVs on it real quick. So it has good defense. I'm going to see if we can find one with good, with a good attack. So we'll go ahead and just evolve the strongest one we have, even though it doesn't have good attack, it has good defense. We do have enough for another one if we did want to, if we did catch one with good attack stats. So we'll go ahead and add evolve our Poochyena. And then also with today, we will be getting our Scientist badge for evolving over 200 Pokemon. I think we're about 10 away, so that's pretty cool. So we go ahead and register to the Pokédex. And there we go, we have an 1161 Mightyena. Next up is a Zigzagoon. I believe we hatched this one. We actually didn't hatch this one. There was one that we hatched. So that one has good defense and it's only really strong, so we'll see. So we'll go ahead and evolve this one. This 223 is one that we caught the day after Christmas actually. So we'll go ahead and evolve Zigzagoon. And then once again, most of these ones like Mightyena and then Poochyena, which we just evolved into Mightyena and Zigzagoon, they're not really good in battle, but still if I do have the good IVs, I would rather evolve the ones with the good IVs. So we'll go ahead and register to the Pokédex. And there we go, we have a Linoone. 842 CP. And then next up we have Wurmple, and Wurmple is actually going to be pretty interesting, and for Wurmple I'm actually going to type him in and then go by our favorite. And Wurmple has 2 different evolution lines, so we're going to go ahead and see if we could get all of them, but there's no trick for it yet, so we just need to evolve and hope for the best. And then I'm just going to evolve the ones that I starred with good IVs because I don't want to waste too much time checking them for something that might not work out the way we're hoping it works out today. This one will definitely work out, and we'll go ahead and register to the Dex, and then we'll see if we could get the other evolution line. So go ahead and register to the Pokédex, and there we have it, our 445 Cascoon. Then we'll go ahead and evolve this Wurmple, and I don't think I have enough candies to evolve all of them, so I'm really hoping this one works out the way we're hoping it to. Oh nice, and I don't think that's Cascoon, I think that's the other one, let's see. Yes, it's not, so we go ahead and register to the Pokédex. Alright, so this is working out the way we wanted it to. We have a 317 Silcoon, and then they both require 50 candies to evolve, so we can try 2 more times to see if we could get one of each left. So these won't be Pokédex editions, but we're going to try for our complete living Pokédex. If not, at least we did get one of each, which is awesome. And then we got another Cascoon. And this will not be a Dex edition. And then even though this one has bad a bad CP at only 89, it does have good IV, so we'll go ahead and evolve this and see if we could get another Silcoon. Nice, and we did. We got another Silcoon. That's awesome. So this is definitely working out the way we were hoping it would work out today. So now we'll go ahead and we'll go with the Silcoon first. And we'll go ahead and evolve the 317 over. So this is definitely working out the way we wanted to today. We were able to get both of their evolutions twice. And just so you do know, sometimes if you do evolve the same two Wurmples, you might get the same one back to back, which is really unfortunate. Unfortunately, it happened to my sister, so that's why I was happy I was able to get both. And then we go ahead and get our Beautifly and register to the Pokédex. So Silcoon goes into Beautifly, and then we'll have Cascoon, and we'll go ahead and evolve the 445 CP over. So there we go, Cascoon goes up. Nice. And we have another one registered to the Dex. I believe we have 15 that will be getting registered to the Dex, so there we go, we have our Dustox. So Cascoon goes over to Dustox, and then Silcoon goes over to Beautifly. And then we'll go back and search by number. And then scroll down to our Hoenn all the way down here. And then next up is Seedot, and I actually have a 98% Seedot right here, so we're going to go ahead and evolve this one. And Seedot has two different evolutions. It evolves and then its evolution evolves. So we're going to go ahead and get two of these guys. That one looks so cool. There we go, we have Nuzleaf added to the Dex. And then we're going to get one more Nuzleaf before we go ahead and get its final evolution of Breloom. Oh, I'm sorry, Breloom is from Shroomish. We'll go ahead and get our Shiftry. So there's our second Nuzleaf. And then we'll go ahead and evolve the 979. Or actually, I think the 731, it has a lower CP, but that's because we evolved the Seedot with a higher CP but lower IV to the second Nuzleaf. So if you go ahead and appraise this one, you'll see that it has a perfect attack and defense stats. So we'll go ahead and evolve this one over to Shiftry. So Nuzleaf going up. Nice, and we'll go ahead and add Shiftry to the Dex. And this actually is a good one for Mewtwo, so if you're doing a Mewtwo raid and need another dark Pokemon for your team, you could go ahead and get a Shiftry. As you see, we have Leaf Blade and Razor Leaf, so I'm going to leave the moves as it is right there, and then in the future, if we do need to use it for Mewtwo, I'll go ahead and use some TMs on it then. And then next in the Pokédex from the original release would be Ralts, but we don't have one, so we're going to go ahead and do Shroomish. And we'll go ahead and get Shroomish over to Breloom. So we'll go ahead and evolve this Shroomish over to Breloom. It has at least the 82.2% IV, so we'll go ahead and use that one. Nice, and we go ahead and get our Breloom in the Dex. So we'll go ahead and add that one to the Pokédex. And then since we don't have a good high enough CP slack off, we're going to go ahead and just leave that one, and slacking will have its special video one day, just like Ralts. And we'll go ahead and evolve this Makuhita over to Hariyama. So Makuhita's going up. Nice, and we get our Hariyama in the Dex. That one looks super cool, and then also it will help a lot with taking down Blissies or even Tyrannotars with raids. So if you have a Hariyama with a counter and dynamic punch just like this moveset here, or any double fighting moveset, I would definitely recommend using it against any Blissey or any other, or a Tyranitar or any other one that's weak to fighting. And then next we'll go ahead and get our Skitty over to Delcatty. Actually, I did see a Delcatty in the wild once, and I accidentally clicked on it when I was Stardust hunting, just trying to stack up on Stardust. So if we go into Dex, it would say that I've seen 2, caught 1, and the reason is I clicked on it not knowing that it was a Delcatty until I clicked on it and saw it. So we'll go ahead and get our Skitty over to our Pokédex Delcatty. I just want to make sure we got the evolution and the Pokédex entry on camera, so that's the reason why I didn't catch it back then. So there we go, we got our Delcatty in the Dex. So next we'll go ahead and bring our Meditite, and we'll go ahead and evolve it. And this one's also a fighting, so if you do have one with a double fighting moveset, that would also be good for Tyrannotars and Blissies and Snorlax, but I would recommend Hariyama, Machamp from Gen 1, and then even Blaziken, since Blaziken's best move is a double fighting moveset. Nice. So we have Medicham in the Dex, and we do have the counter and dynamic punch, so we could use it if we ever wanted to for a raid. Because we do need our Snorlax. Well, we have a Snorlax in the Dex, we just need a better IV one. And then you do see Blissies a lot in gym, and Tyrannotars in gyms, so that would help. And then even with Tyranitar raids, it would help. So now we're going to bring Electrite, and we'll get Manectric and register him into the Pokédex. Nice, so we have our Manectric in the Dex. Next up we have Gulpin, so we'll go ahead and get our Swalot. We do have 50 candies exactly, so we're going to use every single candy we get to get our Swalot. So Gulpin's going up. Nice, and we get our Swalot. So we'll register Swalot into the Pokédex, and I forget what our count is at. And next up we have Spoink, so we'll go ahead and get our Grumpig. We have enough candies for our Grumpig, so we'll go ahead and evolve it over. Spoink's a pretty cool one. It has like a pig face, but it's on a spring, so I always liked how it looked. It looked pretty cool, and we'll go ahead and register our Grumpig to the Dex. And this should be the last one from the first Gen 1 release. So we have our 1590 Grumpig. And this should be the last one. All the other ones past this should be from different evolutions from different releases from Gen 1. So in the future, I'm going to go ahead and... it looks like the next one that I'm close to is the water event. Nice, we earned our Scientist medal. And then once we click out of this, let's see how much XP we got. 66,000 XP, so that's awesome. And then we'll also, we do have a lot of time remaining on the Lucky Egg, so we'll probably go ahead and just do a quick hunt of things that are around to get the double XP for it. And then next up is would be our water evolution at some point from the ones that were released late December. The only one that I need more of is Lotad and a couple more candies for one other one. I forget which one right now, and then we'll go ahead and do that evolution. But that does it for our evolution from the first 50 that were released. So if you go ahead and go to our Hoenn Pokédex, we have 76. So we are 14 away from our medal. So we have our starters up there. We have Poochyena, Mightyena, Zigzagoon. We have our Wurmple. We were able to get lucky and get both of its evolutions and get both final evolutions as well. We got Seedot over to Nuzleaf, and then Nuzleaf over to Shiftry. which would be really good for Mewtwo evolutions if we could get a double dark moveset on it, which we can do if we want with the TMs we have. We got Shroomish over to Breloom. We got Makuhita over to Hariyama, Skitty to Delcatty. We got Meditite to Medicham. We got Electric to Manectric. And I might be saying that one wrong. I most likely am, and I apologize if I am. We got Gulpin over to Swalot, and we got Spoink over to Grumpig. We do need Seviper. You see it's missing from my decks. It did switch regions with Zangoose. I have seen a couple on the nearby, but didn't go out for any because I want to make sure I get it on camera. And then that will do it for our Dex entries for today. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Remember, there is 2 more days left for that quadruple XP with the lucky egg or double XP, so get out there, grind, and try to level up if you're close to. I wish you guys the best of luck with the rest of this event that ends on March 15th, and I'll see you guys next time.